In today's video, I want to talk about how much Jasmy in order to potentially become a crypto millionaire. However, before I continue on any further, I would like to mention how these are all just hypothetical scenarios. There's absolutely no guarantee that any of it is going to happen. And also on top of that, I am not a financial advisor. In addition, I think it's also important to note that as of right now, the current circulating supply of Jasmy is sitting at 97% of the total supply. So just keep in mind that as the circulating supply changes, these calculations may be affected as well. However, with that being said, let's now take a look at some hypothetical millionaire scenarios. If we take a look at this, if Jasmy were to go to the price of 10 cents during the next bull run, it would be over a 27x from here. And at that point, you would need to own 10 million Jasmy in order to become a millionaire. And 10 million Jasmy, by the way, as of right now, is worth $36,000. And when I say that, some people, they may be thinking, wow, $36,000, oh, that's a lot. And I agree. A lot of people, they don't even have that much in their entire crypto portfolio, let alone one single crypto. However, I will say this, I still think that even regardless, if someone, let's say, doesn't have that much to put in, I still think that Jasmy going to the price of just 10 cents during the next bull run can potentially be so amazing. And here's my rationale. If let's say, right, I were to put $1,000 into Jasmy right here, right now. And let's say during the next bull run, Jasmy were to go to the price of 10 cents. That's over 27x from here. If that were to happen, I would have managed to turn my $1,000 investment into over $27,000. And now, of course, it wouldn't make anyone a millionaire at that point. However, turning $1,000 into over 27 grand, I still think is not bad nonetheless. And now I want to talk about the next milestone for Jasmy, and that is Jasmy at the price of 20 cents. Which, by the way, is over a 55x from here. And at that point, in order to become a millionaire, you would need to own 5 million Jasmy, which is currently worth $18,000. And personally speaking, do I think that Jasmy could go to the price of at least 20 cents during the next bull run? I think it could hypothetically happen, and here is the reason why I think so. And the major reason why I think so is because I think that Jasmy is fundamentally fantastic. As we all know, Jasmy is focused on data democracy. Quite essentially, Jasmy is trying to revolutionize the data storage industry through decentralization. And here's the thing, right? Nowadays, a lot of data storage is happening in a centralized way. And I actually think this is a bad thing because with centralized data storage, there is typically a single point of failure. And also on top of that, it is typically controlled by a single entity. However, these drawbacks right here are quite essentially gone through decentralization. So I think that what Jasmy is trying to accomplish is so fantastic. I think it serves such an amazing purpose. Furthermore, I do believe that Jasmy is focused on the right industry because I do think that the data storage industry has such unbelievable potential. In fact, if we take a look at this right here, we will see that by 2030, the global data storage market size is actually expected to be worth over $770 billion. And I think that, if anything, truly visualizes just how massive the global data storage market size could potentially be in the very near future. And I think that moving forward, as the data storage industry continues to grow, I think so will fundamentally amazing projects, much like Jasmy, that are focused on data storage. And here's the thing, Jasmy is actually the first ever legally compliant cryptocurrency in the country of Japan, which I think is very impressive, by the way, because in order to even become legally compliant as a cryptocurrency in Japan, it's not easy. A cryptocurrency has to go through extremely stringent regulations. So the fact that Jasmy was even able to become legally compliant in Japan in the first place, I think is a true testament to just how special they are. If they were just some random nonsense project, this wouldn't have been a possibility, but it is. I think Jasmy is truly special. When I consider just how amazing Jasmy is, when I consider its use case, and when I consider what industry it is focused on, I truly do believe that something this amazing could hypothetically at least go to the price of 20 cents during the next bull run. And now, I want to talk about the next milestone for Jasmy, and that is Jasmy at the price of 50 cents. And at that point, in order to become a millionaire, you would need to have owned 2 million Jasmy. And 2 million Jasmy, by the way, as of right now, is worth $7,200. And when it comes to Jasmy at the price of 50 cents, do I believe that it could hypothetically reach it during the next bull run? Yes, I do. And here's the reason why I think so. And the major reason why I think so is because I believe that the blockchain technology market has a lot of potential. And there's data that shows how this could very well be the case. For example, if we take a look at this right here, we will see that by 2030, the blockchain technology market is anticipated to be worth over $1.4 trillion. And I think that moving forward, as the blockchain technology market continues to grow, I think so will spectacular projects, much like Jasmy. And when I take that into consideration, I don't see why Jasmy during the next bull run won't go to the price of at least 50 cents. And now I want to talk about a massive milestone for Jasmy, and that is Jasmy at the price of $1. And at that point, you would need to have owned 1 million Jasmy in order to become a millionaire. And 1 million Jasmy, by the way, at the time of this recording, is worth $3,600. And when it comes to Jasmy at the price of $1, some people, they may think, wow, that's insane, that's crazy, that's so unrealistic. However, I don't think so. In fact, I believe that it's quite realistic for Jasmy during the next bull run, and here's the reason why I think so. And the major reason why I think so is because I think that the next bull run could be so massive. And here's my rationale. As of right now, there's actually more people than ever before in history owning cryptos. And that's not a joke, by the way. Currently, there's over 420 million people around the globe owning cryptos. And just to give this number some context, when we take a look back just around 2 years ago, during that massive bull run in 2021, at that time, there was roughly only around 300 million people owning cryptos. So just imagine this, right? If the 2021 bull run looked that massive with roughly only around 300 million people owning cryptos, just imagine how massive the next bull run could be, especially now that we have over 420 million people owning cryptocurrencies. In my opinion, when you have that many people owning cryptos, the amount of FOMO, buying pressure, and buying volume could very well be through the roof. And I think that during the next bull run, especially when I consider just how massive it could be, I think that Bitcoin could very well at least go to the price of $100,000. And I think if that were to happen during the next bull run, I think that at that point, the altcoin season would just be absolutely insane. And I think that when altcoins start rallying during the next bull run, I think so will Jasmy. So overall, when I consider just how fundamentally spectacular and incredible Jasmy is, and when I consider just how massive the next bull run could be, I do believe that Jasmy during the next bull run could very well at least go to the price of $1 and surprise a lot of people. I am so bullish on the future of Jasmy. I think it is so amazing. And if you want to check out a very interesting video, make sure to go ahead and click on this thumbnail right here. It's a very fantastic video, and I think you all would really love it.